All right, got to preview the stream.
The way I move my
Yes. We're live.
Clearly, somebody does not know the words to this song.
We're live.
There are words to this song?
Oh my
See,
god!
I know the words too.
I'm going to kick myself from the call.
And then there were three.
Hi guys. Hello YouTube. We're here.
Don't encourage some phantom.
This is going to be amazing.
We love you most of all. You're our
Hi
favorite.
Twitch. We love you too. Yeah, we're live. Are you guys ready to start?
We love you too, Twitch. You're like that second child we had where we know what we're doing with you, but you're going to get less attention at the beginning because we still have to take care of Mr. YouTube. He's not doing so good.
Welcome to Infendo Radio.
All right, we're gonna get started. I've got my show notes. Let's get started so we can hit it hard. It's E3 time. We got lots of shit. All right, in right there.
We already did the countdown.
I was like, why are we counting down?
No, I had to make a bookmark. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infendo Radio. This is episode number 446, episode E3 edition, because of that, we just saw that stuff. It's E3 time. It's the week. We saw a lot of stuff. Ridley, anybody? Hi, guys. How are you guys doing this week? Are you guys feeling mighty fine? Lucas?
Oh, I'm feeling just peachy, my friend. Just peachy.
It's going to be a long night.
I hope you guys are watching us on YouTube. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can see why Lucas is so peachy. Make sure to, like this video if you're watching us live right now.
Oh God, it's a puppet. I thought it was a stuffed animal. That's even worse.
Steve, how are you doing this evening?
I can't follow that up. Justin, how are you doing?
Oh God.
So I'm finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. If you want,
look what you did, Lucas. You did this.
This monkey.
No, this had to have been prepared.
Ay, ay, ay.
The scary thing is his timing was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, that was rehearsed amongst coffee this morning, I think.
I wasn't watching the video, so clearly I missed out on something. Did y'all hear that the crowd was actually chanting the DK rap during the Smash tournament?
Yep.
That's Wow, yeah.
Well, if you can't tell, it's E3 week. We've got a lot of E3 type stuff to talk about. So, that's basically going to be the whole news, and we're going to do it roundtable style. So, without further ado, I am going to, make a note in my Audacity so I can edit this part later.
And be very ready to tell us all about E3.
So yeah, I'm going to start off and tell us about E3. I'm going to get the section started. So I would have to say that overall, obviously positive on my end for E3. There was, especially on Nintendo side of things, I would say that their showing was probably the most exciting amongst the three. I mean, a lot of people say Microsoft had a really strong showing, and that's understandable as well. I think that's probably true, but Nintendo really hit it home for me, mostly because Smash, obviously that's kind of going to be the big game for me this year, for a lot of Nintendo fans this year. But there was a lot of other little things sprinkled in as well, like a lot of, obviously we're starting to see some continued indie support. We have Fortnite, which we've been playing since it's been released, which is awesome. A free Battle Royale style game on the Switch is definitely wanted and needed, and here we are. It's probably already broke a bunch of revenue records, so...
Let's face it, we didn't even know we wanted it until we had it in our hands.
Sure, exactly. So, all in all, good for me from Nintendo for E3. There were a couple of things missing, and understandably so. They kind of explained after the show why, like, your Metroids aren't at the show and so on and so forth. Well, they basically said they're not ready. Metroid's not ready to be shown. They're going to show it when it's ready. And okay, that's fine. Nintendo tends to be doing a bunch of Nintendo Directs throughout the year anyway, so maybe that's when we'll see it finally. But yeah, all in all I can say is real positive things about the Direct. Big highlights for me are obviously Smash, but aside from Smash Brothers, all of the continued indie support. Like it was really cool to see a few games like available right now. And that's just really cool to see. So that's really my piece on E3. I'm sure we're gonna continue to gush about it. But Steve, you want to take your piece here?
Yeah. So I really enjoyed the Nintendo conference. It was nice because I was off work for the 4 days, the 4 main days of conferences, and so it was really nice to mostly be able to watch the videos uninterrupted. I got my Doom 2 announcement from Bethesda, and I know that's not, announced or confirmed for Switch yet, but I don't see why they wouldn't bring it. In my eyes, if they can bring Wolfenstein 2, there's no reason they shouldn't be able to bring Doom 2. I don't even want to talk about Square. Like, that conference was just trash all the way around. But yeah, so I guess really the big takeaway for me was, same as Eugene, Smash. I'm really excited for Smash. Obviously, that'll more than likely be a day one purchase for me, especially knowing that the 4 of you are getting it.
Yeah, day one for me. Day one digital.
Yeah, I'm really excited that they brought everybody back too. Just because there's so many people that like so many of those older characters that just went away after being in one game. So that was
sorry.
What? No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say there are quite a few of those that I'm really happy are back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the thing. Everybody can be happy now because nobody's character is missing. So like even the people who like to be like Pichu, it's like, hey, guess what? He's here now.
He's back. Yeah. That does mean obviously too a lot of new amiibo. I hope that all the characters that are in this game, I hope they actually do new amiibo for them, in the style of the new Smash Brothers, because I really don't want to use my Twilight Princess looking Zelda and have that be the Zelda amiibo that I use for Smash. I want a Link Between Worlds style Zelda, but that means there's 6 new Zelda amiibo I gotta get, and like 7 new Pokemon amiibo that I gotta get because I'll have to re-get all the different amiibo. So there's that. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, I enjoyed it. Nintendo was really good. I'm not too thrilled about anyone else's conferences. There were a couple of nice surprises, but overall Nintendo just did really well, and I'm glad.
For sure. Well, Justin, why don't you tell us what you thought?
Yeah, I mean, when the Direct first started, I was a little baffled. That weird robot game that they started with, I'm like, what the hell is this?
That Machina one actually kind of looks cool. Sorry.
It does look cool, but it wasn't what I was expecting them to start with. Like, it was just completely out of the blue. And then I don't know, the Xenoblade one just looked, I commented in the chat that like the graphics were inconsistent. Like, some of the characters look 3D, other ones look cel shaded, but then they started really getting into like some of the cool stuff, and I'm like, yeah, Nintendo still knows what they're doing. Everything about Smash has me excited. I was disappointed, like you said, that we didn't hear more about like Metroid and Yoshi and a bunch of the other games, and I'm with you, Steve. I hope we get Amiibo because it's, I don't want that to die. I don't want Amiibo to die. I like Amiibo. I think they're fun little collectibles. I like what they add to games.
And even Lucas and I know you are going to want that Ocarina of Time Ganondorf.
Oh, yeah, Ocarina of Time Ganondorf. And
that'll be a cool Amiibo.
Link Between Worlds Zelda,
Zelda.
yeah, all of those I want.
Well, and even the new Sheik design looked like it was based off of Breath of the Wild, from what I saw.
I didn't notice that, but yeah. So I was disappointed we didn't get. Well, we did get new amiibo announcements. We just didn't get, anything unexpected. New characters in Smash, so new characters for amiibo. But yeah, I'm really, really excited about Smash. I mean, granted, I'm a fanboy. I'm really excited about Smash no matter what. But yeah, having young Link back, having Ocarina of Time Ganondorf back, just I don't know.
I didn't even know Young Link was a character in a Smash game. I must have missed that. Which one was he from?
Melee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never unlocked all the characters in that game.
See, that was back when every Zelda character was like Ocarina of Time style, and they looked good.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, that Ganondorf, it's not just like Ocarina of Time Ganondorf. It's like if Ocarina of Time were like a modern HD game.
Right.
Which
Like,
it might
It's
be.
so pretty. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying that. But to be honest, besides the first couple of games in the list and all the Smash stuff, I don't even remember what else was announced.
Me either. Oh,
Well,
Mario
maybe
Party.
Yes,
I can help you with
Yeah,
that.
Lucas will help.
Super Mario Party. It better be online. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be, but I want
It
it to be
won't.
so bad.
Right. All right, go ahead, Lucas.
Okay, so for me, this was like my favorite E3 in years. Like the last few E3s have been so meh for me. And
But what about the Muppets?
I just felt so good doing. I didn't give a crap. I don't care about the presentation. I care about the games. And like this one was just so good. Like I want all the Bethesda games that I can't get because I don't own a PlayStation.
Please,
But then
so I
we
sell
get
mine.
Starlink. Then we get Starlink, which is basically just freaking Star Fox with like Toys to Life garbage, and I'm like, take all the money so I can ride around as Star Fox and just shoot stuff in open space. Like that was
I
a
already
day
pre-ordered.
one. Like, yeah, same. That was like an impulse thing for me. Like I was just like, I need this. Like I don't even care if they make a new Star Fox now. Like I have a new Star Fox. It's so beautiful, and I can't wait. And then Nintendo actually started. And, like, at first, I agree with you. I didn't really know what to make of the giant robot thing at first either, but I like the way it looks. Like, I want that game. And then Mario Party gets revealed, and it's like, it's going back to old school, like, hey, here's a board. Hey, you're collecting stars. Like, I don't even care if it's online. I just get to play Mario Party again. Like, that's enough for me. And then you have like the whole connected Switch thing, which is super cool. Like, I don't know. I have really high hopes for Mario Party, and I haven't had high hopes for Mario Party in a long time. But then Smash got revealed, and then I lost my mind.
As if there were any doubt.
That reveal,
like-
the way they did it. Oh my
Okay.
goodness gracious!
Okay,
By the
so
way,
I was.
Go ahead. Sorry, I forget
No, go
that we're doing our individual things. I was just going to say,
Uh,
am I the only one who knew that it was going to be called Ultimate?
Yes.
I
yeah.
have no idea.
I'm like, this is going to be Smash Brothers Ultimate. I guarantee it. And there it is.
Okay,
Sure.
so the every character thing was great. Like the every character thing, it makes me happy for other people. And I didn't realize that I could be so excited for a Smash Bros. Game that's promising to have like the smallest character roster edition, like, ever at the moment, because it really sounds like they're not focusing on adding too many more characters. I'm expecting maybe there will be like 5 or 6 more new characters.
If
Nah.
that. Yeah.
Totally
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. Like one a month for then until the game releases. Basically, is like my thought. If that, but like I don't even care because we're getting every character. So many of the redesigns look so good, like the classic Tunic Link and Ganondorf and Zelda from A Link Between Worlds, and Game & Watch actually like looks like Game & Watch now. It's just there's just so much that's so great about it. And the gameplay looks really solid. I don't know if you guys have watched any gameplay footage yet, but like they've made tons of tweaks. Link actually shoots a beam out of his sword now when he's at full health.
Yes, I saw that
Like-
today.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
How
awesome.
cool is that? Like they're putting so much work into this game. I really think it's going to be like gameplay over like style this time, and I think it's time for that because we've got so many characters. Like,
And
then
there's only so much you can improve the graphics of a
Yeah,
the fighting
Exactly.
game pandemonium style.
Well, but how are Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong's hair gonna look? Because that is
Well, yeah.
super important.
I was
I mean,
trying to pay attention
if they'll
to
put that
during
much
the
detail into Mario's
trailers.
overalls, they can put some time into DK and Diddy Kong.
but then Ridley got revealed, and my God, I like lost my mind. Okay, for those of you who do not know, I have wanted Ridley in Smash since that cutscene in Melee where he's like smashing Samus against a wall and like gutting her like a trout. Like I have wanted Ridley in my Smash Bros. Since I used to read the old Metroid manga and like I watched him decapitate her father in front of her. Like Ridley is one of my favorite villains in Nintendo. I think he's so cool. Like there's so much like not told in the games about him that I love.
Hold on.
And like now I get to play as him. He's
I always
so
think
great.
of Ridley as a girl. Am I the only one?
Yes.
I always think of Ridley as like a, well, I mean, he is a mini boss, is not the major character in a Metroid game. So I've never understood the obsession with him. I'm like, he's
No, dude, Ridley
the second
is
tier
like,
character.
no, he's the nemesis character, dude. He's like everything that's wrong with Samus, and I love that about him. But anyway, when he got revealed, like I always thought that those reaction videos on YouTube were like really put on. Like I was legitimately like hand over my mouth, like almost in tears, going like, ah! With like just sheer excitement. Like, oh, my most wanted character is finally in Smash. I'm so excited. Like all of the matchups that I can do with Ridley. I'm just, oh god. So needless to say, it was a great conference for me. I haven't felt this enthused and inspired about video gaming since I was like a teenager. Like I legitimately feel like the industry is in a good place right now.
Holy
And
moly!
I haven't
Like
felt that way in a long. Yeah, like it inspired me to get back to work. Like
365 days ago, Lucas would not have felt that same way.
No, I was so anti-establishment like during the last E3. I thought the entire conference was garbage, and like I just don't know if it's because I'm in a better place personally right now, or if the games were better, or some combination of the two. But like I had like the perfect E3. Like I couldn't have asked for a better E3, and I didn't even get Animal Crossing, which was what I really wanted. But I didn't even care or remember that I didn't get it for like 3 days because I was so happy. So no, E3 was a blast for me. I loved everything about it. Now I need a PlayStation 4 so I can play Fallout 76.
Well, you can buy mine when I sell it, because
There you go. Just be sure to sell it cheap. Those things aren't worth much.
On the Xbox One. So
So all right, is that all you've got, Lucas? Or you want to open it up to everybody?
Yeah, why don't we just all dish about whatever we want to talk about?
Okay, so I want.
like to.
Go ahead. Go.
Okay, so we talked about this a little bit pre-show, but a couple of us have already made pre-orders. I'm curious to know what you guys might have bought already through E3. And I actually have 2 that I'm like already on board for, and that's Let's Go Eevee, believe it or not, and Starlink. Like those games are already ready for me when they do come out in like 5 months. So, anybody else jump on those hype trains?
I already pre-ordered Starlink, and I'm definitely getting Let's Go Pikachu with the Pokeball Plus because I want Mew, and I want to have that the experience of playing it with a Pokeball in my hand.
Right.
Yeah, I also did the Pokeball Plus.
Dang.
Like that's
So-
how you play the game. So,
I am still Best Buy Gamer Club unlocked because I just barely signed up like 2 months ago. So I get Starlink and Let's Go Pikachu for like $79.99, and then I used some Best Buy rewards, so I got Pikachu for like $73 after tax or something like that. That is not bad. $60 plus essentially $14 for the Pokeball. I'm okay with that. I don't know though that I'm going to keep my Starlink pre-order. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably wait until we see a little bit more on it. And then Smash, I'll obviously get that, like Justin said, day one digital.
Yeah.
And any amiibo that go alongside it, I will get Ridley. I will get the 6 Zelda amiibo, and I will get any new versions of Pokemon. they
Oh
put out as
no,
well.
I didn't even think about a Ridley amiibo. That's
They've
bad.
already announced it. They
It's-
showed
it's
it.
already been announced.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't even
All right.
think about that.
It's pretty.
So,
All right,
no.
so here's
I
the thing.
still do not understand the obsession with Ridley. I am a lifelong Metroid fan, but just like Ridley just seems like, I guess there aren't
Well-
very many other recurring characters in the Metroid universe. So
Yeah, it's like Ridley or Kraid, so it's
Yeah,
like
For me, it's not so much an obsession with Ridley. For me, it's I have the other 3 Metroid amiibo, so I feel obligated to buy this one too.
well, see, now you put that idea in my head.
Yeah, no, I think there's just something about. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Ridley is like the ultimate nemesis because Mother Brain gets killed in like one game and then she's just gone. Except for Other M, where she's like a weird clone computer program of herself, but that
And
doesn't matter.
Super Metroid,
Ridley-
where she
Ridley-
comes back.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, Ridley is in like every game. He leads the force that Samus fights against. In the manga, he's like a beast and he's like hyper intelligent, which is awesome. In the games, he dies and then comes back as a robot and then gets cryogenically frozen and mutated into a new form. And then in Other M, he like becomes a baby and kills a bunch of researchers and eats them to become gigantic. And like, oh, and that's the other thing. He eats human flesh to recover his own. Like, that's such a cool trait. Like, he's the ultimate evil badass. I love him so much. You heard me right. The ultimate evil bad Pika. So, you know, he's got it going on. Like, I love him. He's great. He's like my favorite Nintendo villain. So, I don't know. To
Wait,
each
we
their own.
seriously can't say ass?
Well, we're gonna find out when you.
because we'll find out.
But
All right, anyway,
I want to. Yeah. Speaking of, I don't really have the amiibo fascination anymore. Like they unveiled the amiibo, and even Ridley, it's like I don't really need it, you know, like or even kind of want it. Like the amiibos I've got are great. I don't regret getting them, but now I've got like enough, you know. I don't really feel the
Point,
need
I
to
just
spend,
wanna
like
finish
$10
off.
on another. Yeah, I see. I don't have that though. Like I don't have the
You're
collector's.
so lucky. You're so lucky.
Yeah,
Neither do
and-
I. Yeah.
well, you
Yeah,
cannot
I like-
have it by just not getting it.
No, this is not possible for me.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna shift the conversation just a little bit away from Smash Brothers because I want to talk about Mario Party.
Yes.
That reveal trailer looks so awesome, and then like the fact that you can utilize like 2 switches for some certain mini games, and I have 2 switches, like
Same.
yeah, sign me up.
It looks like it's trying to be the ultimate like couch game,
Mhm.
and I'm totally on board. Like I want it to be online too. It's not gonna be. Like if it was, they would have announced it at the conference because that's a huge selling point. But like just the fact that like you can even do that. I mean that's super innovative, right? You take
Yeah.
2 switches, put them next to each other, you swipe, and it automatically knows that's the battlefield, and then you can just play on that battlefield. Like that's really cool.
Yeah, I hope there's more than just like that one mini game that does something like that. I don't think there's going to be a lot of mini games that do because there's not a lot of people that. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say there will probably only be about 10. Tops.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
kind of what I'm
Well,
thinking.
and I don't want too many of those because I won't want to play it in handheld.
That's
mode.
ex-
I want to play it on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly
Well,
what I was
I
saying.
wanna
Like,
play-
there's that too.
Well,
Go
see, I
ahead,
want to
yeah.
play it in handheld mode, but I don't want to play it in like put up a stand handheld mode. Like I actually want to play like holding my system. But no, it's probably going to be like every other Mario Party that has like the gimmicky mini games. Like remember 5 or 6, the one with the microphone. There's like
Yeah.
3 or 4 games.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But I mean, regardless, like that's like, oh man, like that looked like Mario Party
Yeah.
back to form. Like we only saw a
That
little
is
bit of
Mario
it,
Party.
but yeah, like from everything that we saw, like it's back to the board game. It looks like the mini games look like they're interesting. Like yeah, sign me up.
Yeah.
I'm
noticed
And
that.
did
Oh, go
anybody
ahead.
else notice that they're still promoting these with like 20 somethings in the
Yeah,
trailers?
yeah, that's right.
It's like they're still going after that market. Like, hey, we're not just for kids anymore. Look at all these college kids playing Mario.
I gotta say that trailer, like I was immediately turned off when I saw the trailer. Like the gameplay got me, but then I went back and watched the trailer again to like get an idea for it for the article that we wrote on Infendo, and like I don't like those trailers. They're so cheesy and they make me like ashamed to want to play these games. things. You know?
Well, but that's how Nintendo's been. They require that, you smile and you hold the controller a certain way. And, that's just kind of what
And you
they've
get
always
that look
done in
of-
their marketing.
And you get that look of awe when somebody hands the controller to you.
Yep. Yep. It's, and, sorry to put it this way, Justin, it's very Disney of them. Like, it seemes like something Disney would
You're
do.
not the first person to make that comparison either.
But, like,
that,
with the
that
amount
would
of
fit
stuff
really
they-
well in like a Disney theme park
Yeah.
commercial.
Right, like Disney does a lot of the same things when they're talking about their merchandise or their parks or whatever. You see certain types of people, doing certain thing. It's very organized, I guess I don't know if that's the right word, but
So I have a question then. Does anybody think, because Nintendo didn't announce a lot of big games at this E3. They announced some big games, but they didn't announce a ton of games. They had like 5 or 6 games in the roster, and that was it. And honestly, that's enough for me right now. But do you think there's going to be another big reveal at some point before the end of the year? Like, do you think we're going to get like a huge, like I don't mean like a new game necessarily, but like, do you think we're going to get like oh look, here's Metroid gameplay in like November, or like hey here's
Probably.
Pokemon Gen 8?
That's more what
Or
I'm
like,
thinking.
or
Yeah.
like here, yeah. Like, are we going to see something big from Nintendo before
Yes.
December? Or does this hold us over until the end?
Reggie has already said that there are more big announcements to be made in the coming weeks and months, and he specified weeks and months. So I mean, like, remember back when Skyward Sword was, revealed like a week after E3.
Right.
No.
Yeah, because at E3, I think they had like that painting or something that they showed, and
Right.
then
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
No, I not to shift the focus one more time, but I wanted to just kind of spotlight one more thing on Mario Party that I'm kind of excited about. I like how, and I'm a little bit interested in how they're going to make it work, because pretty much everything that they showed was just a single Joy-Con, right? So, like, it seems like all the games are going to be, like, one joystick maximum needed, right? And then motion controls, like, for
And
anything
that's-
else.
Well, that's
atypical.
been Mario Party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
mean,
Mario Party 64 was
Yeah,
a stick
you-
and buttons.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
I'm not complaining about it, but I'm actually
And-
really excited about that, because that means that, like, I can just take... Oh, oh,
Well, no, I was just gonna say, like, every
like
single
you've never interrupted anybody before, Justin. No, go ahead.
Well, I was joining into what Lucas was saying was, aside from the GameCube, they've never had 2 joysticks.
Sure.
Redirecting the conversation a little bit. I have a feeling that there's also going to be some motion gaming involved, and for better or for worse, deal with it as you will. But it seems like Nintendo's been kind of embracing the fact that, like, hey, the Switch has motion control. I mean, look at Pokemon. The new Pokemon is like cycled all around the motion gimmick. So, like, I
Well,
could see it. I could see there being games where you waggle.
At least the motion on the Switch is good, like it's really nice. Like everything that I've played that's been motion based has been really fine tuned. Like it's like like Splatoon, for example. Like you use the motion controls just to finesse that last little bit of your shot. Like playing Fortnite right now, I wish that it had motion controls for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that would certainly make aiming a little bit easier. Ah, crap.
But
I don't know that I want motion controls in my Fortnite though, because that's the only way I play Splatoon is with motion controls. But I tried Doom with motion, and it is awful if it's not tuned just right.
But
See,
Doom is
and-
first person though, right? It's a little
Yeah.
different.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
first-
true. I didn't think of that.
First, I really do want motion controls in my Fortnite. I wish that was a thing. Second, that was one thing that we haven't talked about E3, and if we have the time, I'd like to for a minute. Fortnite came out yesterday.
Yes.
And I'm sure
Funny.
we'll be talking about it during Change the System. But hey, we got a major third-party game that nobody was really expecting. How do we feel about that? Thoughts?
It's really cool. Like there were a lot of rumors leading up to it, but like I was still skeptical until I saw that dude in an afro jump out of the blimp. So like I was pretty pumped. Like it's really cool to see like a big, and hey, we got to give Epic credit too, right? Like give a big third party like Epic. and they're kind of killing it. Like, there's already going to be a patch to have voice chat, like straight from the Switch.
Tomorrow.
Like, that is freaking commendable.
And looking at my friends list, of the 10 people who are online right now, 6 of them are playing Fortnite. You know,
Right?
It's a free
Three of
game.
them are on the show.
Yeah.
Free game. No, first of all, I'd like to point out that we have a battle royale game running on Switch relatively seamlessly. Like, I've barely noticed any hiccups or lag or whatever. And I put way more time than I should have into this game for like the 5 hours that I've owned it. But like, it runs really well, which just goes to show you that a well-optimized game like this can run on Switch. And that should be something for, you know, different companies to think about going forward. Second, I really love the fact that we're actually getting some attention from a developer like this. It's like,
Right.
Nintendo doesn't usually get this stuff. It's really cool. Oh, and I guess third, Paladins is pretty much dead in the water at this point, because that was poised to be like the big first kind of weird game like this that came out. Admittedly, more of a Overwatch style game. But hey, we were getting Paladins, and you were going to have to pay $30 for the early access to play it. But cool, Paladins is a thing. And then, like, the same day, Fortnite comes out for free. So at this point, I don't know anybody who's wanting to try Paladins until it comes out for free later on.
Yeah, like, why? There's no reason. Like, when you told me that I could... Like, I saw that it was $30, and I was, like, half tempted. It's like, okay, well, this is, like, kind of an Overwatch clone. And then you're like, oh, but it's going to be free, and, like... And I was like, okay, well, I'm definitely not going to buy it now.
Why pay for a $30 Overwatch clone when you can get a free PUBG clone? Like,
Right.
So I wonder if PUBG will come to the Switch, because I understand the Switch can run it.
see, here's my only fear with that. Like, and I believe the Switch could run it. It runs on mobile. I think it could run on Switch, but like, it runs rather poorly on Xbox. Like, there's a lot of little bugs and glitches, and I just don't know if like they're committed to optimization at this point. Like, it kind of feels like it's really a PC first kind of thing, you know? And that's fine. It's a great game on PC, but like, I don't know. I mean, Eugene, you've put more time into it than I have. Have they kind of fixed that up? Because we only really played when it first came out. Like,
it does run a lot better, and the new map is on there, and pretty soon they're gonna have the war mode. So like, they definitely are updating it to like what the PC is. I mean, it's definitely behind because the PC has that extra map and everything and all that fun stuff. But you know,
you know what that sounds like to me? Minecraft, actually.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it was
sure.
very much the same thing, where the console versions is just barely getting caught up to what the PC is at.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely would prefer to play PUBG on PC if I had the opportunity to. Like, I'm only ever going to boot that up if I'm laying in bed, and that's the game that I want to play in the moment. But in any case, yeah, I think the Switch probably could run it. I mean, it's running on mobile, so like the Switch could run a version of it. It might not be like the same version, but like, I'm actually kind of disappointed in Bluehole and PUBG Corp for not even putting the effort to beat Fortnite to the punch. You know, Fortnite's kind of been eating their lunch. You know, this could have been their opportunity to,
and
one
that's
up
one
them.
of the things that, I mean, the Switch seems to be good at, and I don't know whether it's because of the hardware or the software or what, but it seems a lot easier to scale games to the Switch than it ever was for any previous Nintendo system. Like, it's which is why we're getting so much third-party support right now, because it seemed that it's a lot easier for developers to just say, all right, well, the Switch isn't as powerful as the PS4, but we can, lower the frame rate a little bit and, lower the resolution a little bit. And and there it is. Yeah. And they were never able to do that with like Wii U, and definitely not with Wii.
No. Well, basically what they seem to do in most cases is they drop the frame rate from 60 to 30. They drop the res from
quite tolerable.
Yeah, they drop the resolution from 4K down to either 1080p or 720, depending on which mode you're playing in. And then they scale back on the textures. Other than that, everything seems to be the same on these cross-platform games like that. Even Skyrim seems to have taken those same exact steps.
Oh my god, Skyrim just runs amazingly well on the Switch, and that has granted it's a last gen game, but it's still the remastered version, so there's
Yeah.
still the up-res textures and all of that. So
Well, and even Hyrule Warriors runs better in handheld mode on the Switch than it did in TV mode, on the Wii U.
So
Yeah.
one last Fortnite point I want to make, and then I'm pretty much out of the conversation for this game. Kind of going back to what Eugene said, it's a shame that PUBG didn't come out or get like announced or anything, because that was really the game that I preferred. I don't like the building mechanic in Fortnite. Like, it has a place, and I'm seeing that, but I've always liked PUBG for just kind of being the first, and B, being kind of that bare bones experience that's just like, pure, final smash grit. But but like, if PUBG and Fortnite had gotten announced at the same time, I probably wouldn't have even given Fortnite a look. As it is, Fortnite is building me now, and I'm putting all this time into it. So if PUBG were to come out, the only reason I'd probably get it is so I could cross-play with my dad on his Xbox. Like, other than that, like, I can't really see a reason to get that over Switch, So yeah, we'll get to that, Steve.
Yeah, you
But that's kind of my whole point, is a game that I really wasn't interested in has won me over, and now if the game I originally wanted comes out, I don't know if I would get it, because I'm going to be putting all this time into Fortnite, and I know it's pretty much going to be giving me the same experience. It's just giving it to me on a console that I actually enjoy using. So
For free.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, like Rocket League, you don't have to put any money into it unless you want to basically look cool, or you don't want to put in the time.
No, Rocket League has a base price that you have to pay for.
Right, but I mean, once you get into it,
it just,
that was a bad example.
Yeah, and I completely lost what I was about to say. So somebody else go ahead and,
Well, I'll go, and I'm kind of going to lead us into the conclusion of the E3 topic here. But I don't really know what else to say other than Nintendo killed it. The one thing I did want to highlight was all the indies, and I know that some of us don't really care too much about them, but like, it really is cool to see that the indies are coming. And as I think it was Bill Trennan who was talking about it at that time, as he was saying, people are actually buying those games. Like, those games are selling, so it's cool for the indie developers as well. So like, I hope, Hollow Knight's already been out before. I hope that it gets a nice big boost now that it's released on Switch, and so same thing for all those other games. So that's kind of my closing on the E3, because like, I think it's important to not forget that those indies are really, really thriving on Switch. Like, they've really found a home.
I bet Hollow Knight sells better on Switch than it does on its other platforms for launch, because that seems to be the trend with the indie games.
In response to what Eugene just said, as excited as I am at the fact that all these indies are finding a home on Switch, and I do think that it is a perfect place for them, so I don't begrudge them that, I hope that the Switch doesn't become the indie system. Like, I want to see major games come out for it. I want to see, these companies continue to support it, because I think it gives the Switch the legitimacy that the Wii and the Wii U did not have in the industry.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, because I feel like last gen they just kind of up and bailed on us, but if Ubisoft is any indication, then there's actually going to be some third-party support. I know Ubisoft is kind of, or Ubisoft, is kind of like, they're kind of the lukewarm, pseudo-friend of Nintendo. Right. They're great to us when we're doing well, and then they really hate us when we're not, and they just kind of ditch us. But like, right now, they're really on board, and they've got a lot of games coming out that are, kind of attached to us. We're getting that.
Dude, I forgot to talk about the Donkey Kong DLC. I am so excited for that.
Of course you are.
Mario Rabbids. That looks so much fun.
See, I'm not, but that's just because I don't like the gameplay. Like, if I enjoyed the game, I'm sure I'd like the DLC. But for me, it just wasn't my game. Bad buy on my part. But no, it's just, I think there's a chance, and I think the better that the system does, the more third-party companies will come on. The nice thing about indies is it's really cheap and easy to develop for. You make an indie game, and assuming that it didn't cost your whole life savings, you basically say, I want it on all the systems, or I just want it on this system because I like it, or it's your decision to make. Your team of like 5 people decide what happens. with a bigger company, it's more of a financial decision. Companies are more of a hive mind, so they do what money demands.
And to be fair, there have been a few Switch exclusive indie games, I know Membrane was one of them. And, that hasn't been out on anything else. So, they, for the indies to be so, I don't know, so confident in the Switch that they'll make a game exclusively for it is definitely saying something.
Yeah.
For sure. Lucas, Steve, did you have any closing thoughts before we moved out of this E3 section?
No, I'll address my other point during change the system. It goes along with that, actually.
well, then I'll just say this final piece then, and also say that I know a lot of people were down on a lot of the other conferences, Sony, Microsoft, all those other things. But I think that for me, there was something in every conference for a little bit for me from everything. Even the crappy Square Enix one, like Kingdom Hearts 3 still looks cool. Like I'm still gonna get that crap. So I don't know.
It does. I just wish they would have showed the Pirates of the Caribbean trailer during the Square one instead of during whatever.
The Sony.
When was that? Sony's?
Steve just doesn't know how to let it go,
Oh gosh.
Well, it doesn't help that I had to watch the Frozen Kingdom Hearts trailer twice the same day.
Steve, she doesn't make ice. She hurts people.
You could have turned it off or looked at something else.
Nope, I had to stay caught up on E3. I had to watch them all. It's my curse, Justin.
But you were already caught up on it. Watching it again wasn't getting you more caught up.
We're going to Bye, everybody.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're out of here. Lucas, take us to the promised land. We're gonna be back after the break.
Can we? Yeah, let's take a break because I need to speak to Phantom momentarily, and I don't want to do it on the produced show.
Ooh,
Phantom,
secrets.
I apologize. I know we just got into a match, but I'm going to be closing my Switch because I can't host Nintendo's and play Fortnite at the time. So I will.
Not that we would play Fortnite during.
No, we weren't all playing Fortnite during our entire. E3.
Not at all.
But yeah, I have to disconnect for now. I will be back after Nintendo's, so feel free to hit us up again.
And there is absolutely no chance that I moved my webcam from my monitor to the top of my Switch so that it looked like I was looking at the camera and not at my Switch. There's no way I did that.
That's an old trick. I was doing that back on Mario Sunshine. Back in the days of the clickety-clacks.
Hi, Minus.
Hi, Minus.
Minus is here.
I need to get a charging cable. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, I need to get my music ready, so let me just go ahead and download all this. No, I'm kidding. I do need to organize it, though. So let me get that. Let me get that organized.
Jay-Z is asking, Lucas, did you get my latest message on Discord?
I did. I have been busy. But it's all good, my friend. I downloaded all the tracks. You are third on the list, right after Minus. So prepare yourself for the beauty that is me hosting 10 tunes. It's going to be a wild ride, my friend.
There's either a man outside of Justin's window or I'm just seeing his reflection in his window.
God, I hope it's a man outside his window. I hope that Justin has like a crazy fan who listens to the show and like he's followed Justin home and he's planning on making a plaster cast of Justin's face by dunking Justin's head in molding during like the break. And Justin will come back and his face will be covered in like concrete. And he's
made a doppelganger Twitter handle called Master Paw.
Kind of like Peeves Peacock.
Yeah.
I like that peeps Kakai. In Friendos, listeners, if you have not already, be sure to go on Twitter and follow @Gentis4 for all of the latest, and by latest I mean updated in like 3 months, commentary from Peeves Steacock. He's a good guy.
So I never asked this question, but what is he Gentis 4 because there's already a Gentis 2 and 3?
There's already a Gentis 2 and 3. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was,
The good old days.
pretty good. Minus, I do follow him.
Probably got as many followers as I do at this point, asshole.
He's got like 2. He's not doing well, but he also doesn't try very hard. So, you know, it is what it is. This is going to be a weird Nintendo.
Kind of like
Like-
the real Steve Peacock, just doesn't really try, never really there.
Okay, so little Nintendo's little pre-game for you. Almost all of our listeners picked like really old retro Justin-esque music. So like I went with much more modern music to kind of balance it out. Also, I like modern music better. So it's gonna be a weird mix. Like only one of our listeners went with anything at all modern. So what you gonna do? Also, there are 2 troll games, so be prepared for the troll.
Let me give me a guess. There's the man outside Justin's window.
Oh God, there he is. What's he
God.
holding? Oh God, it's a
does he
plaster
have?
mold of
Oh
Justin's
my
head.
God! Justin, there's a man outside your window.
There's
Justin,
a man on the wing.
Justin,
Justin. Oh
Justin!
God, it's just like a horror movie.
Justin, there's a man outside your window.
There's something on the wing.
What?
All right, we're going to. God, that was like the weirdest Shatner. It wasn't even bad. It was just weird. Okay, we're going right back into Nintendo's here before we lose our entire live audience.
All right,
Everybody ready?
Before we go into, never mind.
No.
I'll save it for later. All right, go ahead.
All right. And 10, 9. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Infendo Radio. My name is Lucas, but that doesn't matter. What does matter is we're about to play Nintendo's, that wild, wacky, crazy, always spontaneous game show-esque, but not really a game show game, where these lovely turds have to guess music from Nintendo or Nintendo-adjacent video game.
Did he just call us turds?
I did.
No, a lovely turd though. It's kind of like a slime.
The way this works is I'm going to play some tunes from some popular or not so popular games that have appeared on Nintendo systems. These people have to guess it. And if you're a patron on our Patreon, you can submit a song yourself. So we're going to have like 5 or 6 songs that actually come from our patrons this week, which is super cool. Without further ado, I will stall for time while I'm trying to open my folder, and I will play the first track.
Is nobody going to call him out on
Right
Patreon?
about now.
Oh shit! I know this.
Is this a Lucas?
This is a Lucas.
You wouldn't put ukulele on here, would you? You're mad at that game.
I could, but this isn't that.
This isn't Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks, is it?
It is not Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks.
Can I ask what system this is?
This is 3DS.
So, A Link Between Worlds.
It is a Link.
No, I gave it away!
Damn it! I was literally just opening my mouth to say that.
Thank you,
I-
Justin.
Well done.
I appreciate it, and GG.
I knew it was Zelda,
This was Zora Queen's Predicament from A Link Between Worlds.
and I
Give
knew
that Steven a point.
Steven Universe, I'm mad at you.
Oh, that
I
was
can
beautiful.
snipe like nobody's business.
Okay, this
I hate
next
you,
track This next track does come from a listener, and his name is -64.
I love that man.
It's a good one. A little loud? Or okay?
Yes.
Better?
Game Boy?
Game Boy.
Final Fantasy Legends?
Nope.
Is this Crystallis?
Nope.
I feel like I should know this.
Sounds familiar, but the last one sounded familiar to me, so I'm not saying anything.
So I guess.
Like a second track.
Yes.
I would like a new co-host.
Sorry, we're fresh out of those.
God, it sounds just like Oracle of Ages. I know it's not, though.
Could there be two Zelda?
No.
Is this a RPG?
You
And
know
it's
what?
not
I didn't
Steven,
really,
you and I were on the same track.
And it's
I didn't
not
really
Link's
get-
Awakening either. Go ahead.
it's not Link's Awakening. It's not that Nintendo. I guess that's your next hint. I didn't get a chance to look up any info, so I'm gonna look up some info on these games on the fly. So bear with me. Apologies for that. It's been kind of a
Do you want to give me a few titles? I'll help you.
yeah, it's Super Mario and Luigi Superstar Shut Up. Was an action RPG. Would you like a
Please.
I love these.
Action RPG. Action RPG.
Final Fantasy Adventure?
Nope. Not quite that mainstream. Still a big title, but not.
Is this a Tales game? Is this Tales of Fantasia?
It's not. Would you like your next hint? And this is a big hint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like it?
It
Yeah.
sounded familiar, but
Oh.
Dragon Quest. This is Dragon Quest Monster. Wait.
It's not. You should have heard something rather familiar there. Would you like me to play that again for you?
Please.
Uh-huh.
It was like da da da. Oh, it's da 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 da.
shut up, you.
No.
Wait for it. Anything?
Oh,
What if
ghouls
I
and
told
goblins.
you-
Ghouls and goblins. Ghouls and ghosts.
Well-
goblins.
Well, you're close.
Ghosts and goblins. Ghouls. What is it called? Oh, what is it
Capcom
called?
game. It is from
Gargoyles
the Ghosts and Goblins series.
What is it called?
Oh, shit.
Isn't that Gargoyles?
Gargoyles Quest.
Oh!
I said that.
Takes it from Steve like a second first.
Actually, I said it like 10 seconds ago, but everybody else was talking. But
Well-
I get the point.
Justin gets the point. Oh, that was beautiful.
I didn't even know that Gargoyles
I
Quest
heard-
was tied into the Ghosts and Goblins.
I heard Justin say Gar, and I'm like, shit, say it fast.
Fun fact, that's one of those old games that I only remember from advertisements in Nintendo Power. So do with that information what you will. Moving on to track number 3. This one comes from the ever lovely, always effervescent JZ Beast, one of our beautiful patrons.
Yes, I have glowing things to say about him this week.
This
It's always good when you can talk good about our patrons.
Up a little.
Upping in 3.
Why does it sound so familiar?
I don't know. 'Cause
I don't know.
the same
You
way.
tell me.
Can I have another track? I don't want to say anything.
You-
Yeah, you do.
Is this? Is this Xenoblade Chronicles?
You come out.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? You get it. It's Xenoblade Chronicles 2!
Yes!
I can't not give that to you. Like,
I know, the only reason I know that is because I have the soundtrack and I know there's some weird 8-bitty sound music in there.
Jay-Z's gonna be so pissed. He not only gave me the specific songs, he gave me an order to play them in.
What?
He's gonna be furious.
Sorry, Jay-Z.
Outraged. Sick with anger. Oh, well done.
He's not going to
so
have
all
good
three-
things to say about you, Eugene.
All three of you have a point. That's super cool. Who will take the point in our next
Stop
song?
rubbing your face on my pipe.
Come again?
No one's gonna go there.
My cat is rubbing her face on my pipe.
Hey, we're on track number 4.
Is this Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
This is not Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That would be very stupid of me.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yes. No,
Is this a Lucas?
this is a Lucas. This is very much a Lucas.
This is Sonic. Is it? Oh, Sonic and Colors. Sonic and Daisy. Sonic
It's Sonic
kisses
and
the
Daisy.
woman.
Give that man a point. And take it away.
This is the quietest round of Nintendo.
Right? I love this song, by the way. Like, best song in the entire game.
I'm on to you, Lucas. Give me another track.
How about... This is gonna go so quick. Or is it?
Why is it?
Oh!
Star Fox 64 3D.
Nope.
Command!
Fox Assault.
Star Fox Command!
Star Fox Zero.
Star
Yes!
Fox Assault! No!
I could not think of Zero to save my life.
Give that Justin a point.
I'm like, oh my god, I know this fanfare.
I know.
This intro, I know this boss music. What the hell game is it from?
I
It is the
couldn't-
exact same game that I used in
Eugene is in
Nintendo's last week.
Eugene is in physical pain right now.
That was beautiful. You guys kissed every other Star Fox, and that hurts me. 'Cause you know this is my favorite Star Fox game.
Yeah, hopefully it'll get re-released in, like good form.
God, I hope it gets re-released on the Switch. All right, this next track comes from someone who's not a sarcastic jerk, Corky Dog.
Well, we don't know that.
He seems like a cool guy.
This
Mario 3!
Mario Brothers?
Mario...
You're so off.
This is definitely not Mario 3.
It sounds like Mario Brothers.
It really does. Like the Versus game in Mario 3.
Yeah.
Well, it was not made by anybody who worked on any mainstream Mario titles.
How about another track? This one seems like the same thing over and over.
I was about to be really unnecessarily rude, and I don't know why. I was gonna be like, how about you shut your face and listen to the music?
Bubble Bobble.
And-
Bubble Bobble.
No, but you're closer than
Bust
you
a
were with
move.
Mario. Nope.
Adventure Island.
Lolo?
Wait, what did Justin say?
Lolo?
Yes!
Lolo?
Give that Justin another point.
That is
ruining
on-
everyone else.
That is on my bucket list. You okay over there, Eugene?
No!
Gonna have a meltdown.
So upset with
I'm not
myself.
gonna lie, Peach is creepy.
So right now, Justin has 3 points, Steven has 1, and Eugene has 1? Is that where we are?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Damn. All right. Let's see if we can't even those odds a little bit with track number 6.
Damn it, Clough. Is this a Lucas joint?
This is
Can't
a
hear it.
straight up Lucas joint.
Are we playing music? I can't hear.
Metroid Other M.
Nope. Good guess though.
I'm going with your theme of E3. Metroid
Not a bad
Prime
idea.
1, Prime 2, or Prime 3.
Nope. I would never
Hunters.
played music from those games. I hate that game. It's not
Hunters.
Which is
It's
No,
it's-
okay.
Metroid related whatsoever.
It is not. Thank you,
Okay,
Justin.
well, that was fun.
Thank
Yeah,
you for playing, Steve.
I saved us all a lot of time.
Metroid
you
Federation
saved me a lot of
Force.
Nice. Not a Metroid game. Love it.
How about another track, if you haven't already given us one?
How about another track if I haven't already given you one? Let's go with this track.
I still can barely hear it.
Would you like me to turn it up?
Possibly.
B.
Is it like Metal Gear Twin Snakes?
No. Would
Should
you
we
like
get console?
a hint?
Yeah, let's get a hint of some sort.
It's a Switch game.
Is this Canada, Death Road to Canada?
No. Would you like a third track?
Fortnite? What the hell?
Oh my god! It's Fortnite! Steve!
What? Oh, come on!
Music in Fortnite?
Nice.
I
Congratulations!
mean, I guess is the menu music, but I never would have thought of that. Is there any other music?
Yeah, listen to it with headphones.
I do.
The tracks I downloaded were Combat 1, Combat Variant 2, Llama Attack, and title music.
Llama Attack?
Llama Attack. Don't know what it means. Super excited to find out. Give that peacock a point.
Here's a llama, there's a llama, and another little
Pull that
llama.
out of my
There's a
ass.
llama, 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 duck.
This next track comes from Malik Emrys.
Malik Emrys. And you said all these games are like old school. Is this a Game Boy game?
I honestly have no idea.
This
Please
sounds
hold while
like
we
Super
correct.
Nintendo.
This
This
is a Super Nintendo game.
Is
There
it
you
Ren
go.
and
Can we
Stimpy?
get a point for that?
No.
It is not Ren and Stimpy. You do not get a point for that.
Is this a Nickelodeon-based game?
No.
Sounds like a cartoon or something.
Right, but no. Would you like a second track?
So it's
Sure.
not a cartoon?
Not that I'm aware of.
Sounds like a racing game. Is it a racing game?
It's not a racing game. And fun fact, this game was ported to the Super Nintendo. It originally came out for a Sega system.
A Sega system or
Two Sega systems, apparently, although that might have been the same system. Were Mega Drive and Genesis the same system, old people?
yes.
Then yes, one Sega system.
Mega Drive was the European and Japanese name.
Master System was basically the NES alike.
Yes.
I remember what it's called in Japan.
Is this I don't know, Earthworm Jim?
It's not Earthworm Jim. This game was also, as I move on to a third track, ported to one other system. It was a Nintendo system. It was the Wii.
On Virtual Console?
I'm believe so, yes.
Is it Alex Kidd?
Nope.
Don't think that ever was
Yeah, I
on
didn't
there.
think so. SNES, yeah. I just throw
This
crap out.
game was recently featured in a previous episode of Nintendo's.
Can we have developer?
I kind of don't want to give you developer because I think it'll give it away. It is a platformer. There was an attempted revival of this series in 2013, an HD sequel.
This isn't Shaq Fu, is it?
This is not Shaq Fu. That had a successful revival. Successful being a
That's-
relative.
Successful is relative.
Thank you for the qualifier. I was just about to.
Oh man, I'm just having a hard time. Oh, is this the Wonder Trap or Wonder Boy or whatever?
Nope.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I'm going to play the title screen music, and then I'm going to tell you the developer, and then Justin's going to get the point. So be prepared.
Okay.
The developer of this game was Interplay Entertainment.
It
Clay
sounded like
Fighters?
an interplay game. Is it Claymates?
It's not Clay Fighters. Nope.
Friggin'
This game was featured on a Nintendo's 2 episodes ago, I believe.
and it's not Earthworm Jim?
It's not Earthworm
Is
Jim.
it Booger Man?
It is Booger Man.
I was going to guess that when we were guessing all those cartoon games. I'm like, no, I think I'm the only person who's heard of that game.
Well, clearly not. Malik Emreese also has.
Malik!
Just 4 points. Steve has 2. Eugene has a measly, pitiful little 1 point. But it's his point. Moving on to track number 8, which is a track of my own devious design. And away
No,
we go.
Eugene has the obligatory point.
Oh
Okay,
God!
this is Metroid
Other M,
Prime.
Other M. It's gotta be Other M.
Metroid Prime
Nope.
3.
Smash Brothers
Smash
Melee.
Brothers Brawl.
Brawl.
No.
Oh,
For Wii U.
I'm-
Federation Force.
No.
Metroid Prime Pinball.
Good. What?
Metroid Prime Pinball.
Samus Return.
No. No.
God.
What else? were
Hunters.
there? Somebody already guessed.
No.
Pinball.
No, it's got to be something Ridley's in. It's not pinball.
Would you guys like a second track?
Does it
Zero.
matter?
Yes, it matters a lot, actually.
All
Ready?
right, why not?
Smash Brothers again?
No.
Tetris DS.
No.
Da, 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 da. Oh!
Would you like a third track?
Ah. Ah.
Here's a
I don't
third
recognize
track
what
for
this
you.
is, so
NES remix?
No.
Nintendo Land?
Nintendo Land!
son of a
Oh! I got it.
bitch. That
Wait!
seriously dawned on all 3 of us at the exact same time.
I kind of heard Steve first,
Steve got
but
it
like
first.
I don't know if that's just okay. Justin's backing me on that one.
Yeah, Steve said it as I was thinking it, and Eugene blurted it out like a second later. So
Hey, Eugene, you need to
Okay.
censor that middle finger. This is a family-friendly
Sometimes-
podcast.
Sometimes I'm afraid that like it's just lag on mine. That officially brings
that's why
Steven
I
up to
was-
3 points.
cat.
So mad at
I'm
myself.
sorry.
Now, Eugene's now at 1.5.
I should have gotten this so much sooner because I probably play more Nintendo Land than anybody.
Guys,
No way.
watching you guess all the Metroid games made me so.
That was the point.
Okay. Track number 9.
Scroll.
Other end.
Track number 9 comes from Corrupted.
Not other end.
I'm sorry, I just really like this music. Track number 9. Corrupted.
I don't know. I think we've already had more than 9 tracks. haven't we? I mean, there's like
Is this-
been at
is
least
this-
3 per game. I'm just
Is
gonna
this-
keep
is
talking because Eugene is clearly thinking something, and
I know this
he
game.
stop talking when I'm trying to listen to the music.
Eugene,
I'm
will you
just gonna
mute his
torture
ass?
him right now. All right, I'm done.
Could we have another track?
I guess. You're like 10 seconds into this.
But I
one.
think I know it. And these guys don't.
I will laugh
Like
so hard if I
shots-
steal
yeah.
this from him.
Oh my god.
Sounds like
Um,
Chrono Trigger.
Would you like a hint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bigger
This
than a bread box.
is. No, actually, because this is a Game Boy Advance game.
Why do I know this game?
Is this Golden Sun?
It is not Golden Sun.
Octai.
No.
This
an
is
RPG?
definitely a game I played.
Is it an RPG? That's a good question. Action role playing. I guess yes. This is kind of an RPG.
Is this a licensed game?
This is absolutely a licensed game. Not only is it a licensed game, this is a series of 3 licensed games, all for the Game Boy Advance.
Is it Shrek?
It is not Shrek. Would you
that's
like
actually-
developer or publisher
The
next?
developer's Capcom, or publisher's Capcom, isn't it?
Oh no, my friend. The
No?
publisher is Atari.
Huh? Okay.
Yep.
What's developer?
I can only think of
Developer
yeah, I
is
can,
Webfoot Technologies.
I can only think of one licensed game that Atari did, and it was definitely not this.
How about another track? Well, is the license based off of a movie?
No, well, no. The license is not based off of a movie. However, there have been movies in this series.
Is it like an anime? Is this Dragon Ball Z?
This is Dragon Ball Z!
Which one?
I don't know.
Dragon Ball Z,
Game Boy Advance.
the legacy of Goku.
Woo!
There were
Gets
multiple.
that because, let's be real, none of y'all would have gotten that.
I don't think I played that one. I thought this was a game that I played, but like all the hints.
Sorry, Winnie.
Alright, there's one track left. This will seal the win for Justin unless Steven gets the point, in which case we go on to a sudden death that I am not prepared for, and we'll have to find something on the fly. Without further ado, here is track number 10.
God, it's a Lucas.
It is Lucas.
Electroplankton.
But it's not really a Lucas, because it's not a game I ever played. Nope, not Electroplankton.
Is this Voez?
No.
Who the hell is Voez?
Okay, good.
Come on.
Glad I'm not the only one confused with that.
And he says I'm the indie guy.
Is it a jackal?
Is this a Switch game?
No.
Okay, then that's not it. What is this game? This almost sounds like some of like the underwater parts of like Mario or something like that, but it's not.
It's not. Would you like a second track, or would you like a hint?
Yeah, no,
Another
Vote.
track.
SpongeBob's Magical Quest.
Yes! No. Your first hint, you might be able to tell. This is kind of straight up Nintendo. Nintendo IP.
I couldn't tell that, but all right.
Eugene, the look on your face right now is of pure disgust.
I don't think any of you have played
I
this.
think he's farting. And I think he might have overtrusted it.
So what hints do we have? We have 3DS.
Did I say 3DS?
Oh, I thought I heard 3DS.
Well, that's eerie because it is 3DS, so maybe our mind link is finally connected.
That's it, right?
Nintendo IP.
Yeah, that's
Is
it.
it-
3DS
is
and it's a Nintendo IP.
Dylan's Rolling Western.
No.
Baseball one.
Rusty's real deal. Yeah.
No, it's not that. Would you like another track?
Yes.
If you have something, I would recommend shouting it out.
Yeah, otherwise.
But I don't know the name.
Well, then it's
Tell-
probably not that.
Describe it to us. Maybe one of us can get it.
Is it? Is this one of the Find Me games?
No.
Okay, thank God.
While none of us bought this game, it is a game that had something that we wanted. Most of us, at least.
What does that even mean?
What
Is
does
this
that?
Mario Party, the 100 greatest, whatever it is.
Nope. I own and play that game.
What does that even mean? Has something we all wanted, but none of us got it.
Would you like a genre?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh,
2D
this is that
platformer.
Pikmin DS game. 3DS game.
Yes!
I can't remember the title, but it's the Pikmin
Hey,
game on
Pikmin.
3DS.
God
Which
bless
Yeah,
you.
hey Pikmin.
Lucas has to go on YouTube and compromise his connection to find an 11th game for the tiebreaker extravaganza.
Why you need to always pick a prime number?
Eugene just went to go scratch his balls.
Oh God.
Is
For every-
Eugene
for everybody
disqualified
that's-
from guessing this next round?
Oh, we have an eyeball.
I'm
I
mad.
don't know if Eugene should guess or not. I mean, there's no point in
I'm not
Eugene
guessing. Yeah, I don't want to ruin it.
Throw me a bone, Eugene. Play for me. Play on my team.
Okay, guys. This next one, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to let you guys listen to it, and somebody's hopefully going to shout it out. Hopefully quicker than not so quick, but we'll see what happens. Maybe this is a bad idea.
Quicker than not so quick.
Maybe there'll be an ad for Trojan condoms. Nope, looks like it's just this.
Smash Brothers, Brawl, Melee, 4.
What did you say, Steve? You cut
Turn it
out.
up a little.
It's Smash Brothers 4, 3DS, Wii U, Brawl, or Melee. I'm not sure.
No.
I think I know what this is.
You should.
This Brothers Ultimate.
It is Smash.
I knew it!
I'm like,
I
I'm listening-
realize it's cheating by not playing a game that's actually out yet, but I wanted to use it, and
That's-
it bothers me a little bit that Steve gets every other.
I wouldn't have got
it was-
Ultimate.
Steve kept on listing Smash Brothers and songs. I'm like, no, this is none of the Smash Brothers. And I'm like, wait a second. It sounds very Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers, but I don't recognize it.
I was going to tell you before it started that I was going to use a song that's not for a game that's actually out yet, but I realized that would be a dead giveaway, so I wanted to make it fun. I think I succeeded in that because Justin won a Nintendo tune.
You need one more win for the year, and you're tied with me.
I don't.
Ah.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
It doesn't make me feel any better. This was supposed to be me. I was supposed to snipe one because Lucas was hosting.
What can I
You
say?
could have sniped one, but you still would have lost.
All right, well, we are going to cut it there, take a little break, and we will be right back with Change the System and the question mark.
Did you say Brock?
Bye.
Let me go feed my animals real quick since they're kind of getting crazy, and then I'll be right back.
All right. I'm
There's still, I think, only the one question.
It's okay, we'll just breathe through it. then go
let's
straight to
see.
change the system, right?
Yeah, Lucas, you've already read it, obviously, because and I can't hear you, but you commented on it. Do you want to pull it up and read it to us? Great. I'll be back.
Okay. Steve, I'm sorry in advance for pulling that particular brand of nonsense on you. I hope we're still friends.
I approve.
Yeah? Since when have I let Nintendoons get me down?
What are you talking about? You're always down in Nintendoons.
True. If that's the case, I'd have left the show a year ago.
That's fair. Although you're kind of kicking butt lately.
Huh?
The artwork for this game is so nice, too. Everything about... Oh,
right.
hey, here's an 8-bit version of the theme. Let's listen to that while I pull up the question.
That didn't take very long.
Nope. And then it froze.
So the official tally, Lucas is in the lead with 10. And then Eugene has 9. And then I have 3. And then Justin has 2.
Not bad. I like that tally because I'm in the lead.
For being such short turnover, this is actually a pretty decent mix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right? Steve, I've decided when we
did
get... Let's go. Hold on. Probably Bulby. Let's see.
I was saying, Bulby.
Vader Taught Tunes.
I just subscribed to Bulby because I'm going through his music. I'm like, oh my god, this is before you even post. Oh wait, no, I posted the one with Bulby. Never mind.
Bulby does good stuff. I've been a Bulby listener for a long time, but I've never heard of Tater Tot Tunes before.
What were you saying about Pokemon Go, I assume?
I was saying that when Pokemon Go comes out, I've decided that part of the way I'm going to have fun with it is I am going to be your pain in the ass Gary O. I am going to EV the crap out of you and make your life a living hell. So that's how I'm going to get my jobs.
I don't know what's more disturbing, what you just said or what Justin just did.
I wasn't listening, so...
Can't it be both? The only thing that bothers me about Let's Go Eevee is that I can't evolve my Eevee.
But you can catch another wild one.
Yeah, but like the
He
Eevee
just
that
won't
rides
sit on
around
your head.
shoulders. Like,
No, he's on your head. Justin, I think I saw that in a porn video once.
I don't know if I want to come
thank
back.
God we're on break.
Eugene's reaction when he went from the black screen to the inside of my mouth was just perfect. It was totally worthwhile.
Pokemon Puzzle League.
Damn it.
Not
I didn't-
entirely.
Keep guessing, Eugene. Let's see if you can get a bonus point for your overall yearly tally.
Okay,
Well-
so I'm reading the question, right?
Mm-hmm. You can bring us
Okay,
in whenever.
Kill this tune. Okay.
And you're since this is the first time hosting on Zoom since our last fiasco, everything seemed to go good. Like you're not dragging me or anything like that. So
I know, it makes me
Knock on
happy.
wood right now, senor. Right.
well, we've already gotten past
Alright,
it.
guys. Let's get ready for some serious time stuff. You can tell I'm serious because I turned my hat around.
Doesn't that make you less serious?
No, that makes me like ready to catch a Pokemon. That's how it works. Watch the show. Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome back to Infendo Radio. My name is not Steve Peacock, Justin Clow, or Eugene Allen. I really don't know how to pronounce the name. It's not even a joke.
Bluff.
I don't know how to say yours, Lucas. We found that out.
Eugene just said
Let's do a new intro. In 3, 2. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Infendo Radio. My name is Lucas, and I don't know why I said my name is Lucas. We just played an exciting round of, I'm going with it, Nintendoons. It was crazy. Justin stole the show at the last minute. Steve was this close, but he just couldn't pull it off. Eugene took the week off to contemplate this on life's series. We'll be back next week with more Nintendoonsy goodness. Right now, though, we're going to do Question Block, which is where we answer questions from some of our patrons. We only have one question this week because our patrons didn't want to ask us anything. But the question's a doozy. So lucky for
What
you,
did Minus ask
we
us?
get to talk about this. Minus 64. The always bubbly, sparkly, and low carb minus 64 wrote in. Oh no, Link drank a sleeping potion by accident. Oh, what will Hyrule do now? Zelda's taken by Ganon. Again? Seems suspicious. Who will save Zelda now and how? Gentlemen, your answers.
I feel
Clearly,
like I
Lana.
just listened to an alternate version of Dick's Automotive.
I know the answer to this one. This is the downfall timeline where he doesn't come out full of time. And no one saves her.
I was
So
too
your answer
distracted
is
by the
another
voice.
Link.
I was too distracted by the voice to actually hear the question.
Sleeping potion for Link. He's sleeping. Who's gonna save Zelda?
Well,
Bruce.
I've got the answer. It's actually Prince Charming. He's gonna come and kiss Link awake, and Link's actually gonna save Hyrule.
That is not where I expected that to
Hashtag Pride Month.
You're not wrong.
Totally cool. I'm totally on board with that. However, my answer is that Link is gone. He's never waking up. He
Of course
lost
it's-
his chance. Luckily, Tingle shows up on the scene, prancing about Hyrule Field. He collects all the rupees, fills his balloon, and flies to Zelda's aid, where he beats Ganon with the power of love and money.
I agree with
all I
JC.
got.
It's Linkle.
That's what I was just about to say. Linkle was told by her grandmother that she's the chosen one. Maybe she really is.
Or maybe her grandma was just senile and crazy. Who knows?
Well, maybe
Certainly
Link
not the writers of Hyrule Warriors.
What about
How-
the dude in purple, Ravio? Why can't he save Zelda?
Because that's
But-
Link.
He's too busy hiding.
Oh,
Yeah, he
spoilers.
was not a fighter. He even said that. Like, that was his... Okay, but like, come on.
Was not
Go
a
play-
fighter. Maybe things will
Never
change
a
now that he's
fighter.
in
Literally sits in your house all day doing nothing.
He's in Hyrule
Although,
Warriors.
where did he
can fight?
Okay, since this is our only question, I'm going to bring this up, actually. Ravio has, like, all of the dungeon items. How did he get those? Did he go into all the dungeons and actually, like, do
he
the
doesn't-
dungeon?
He doesn't
get
have
the
the
item?
dungeon items. He has the lesser versions of the dungeon items. He probably, heard what items are in the dungeons and made his own.
Nice.
they are-
Or are the low rule dungeon items just, like, weaker?
There are signs that say what item you need to make to get into those dungeons right outside the damn dungeons.
That's also true. Unless Ravio left the signs.
So Ravio is the reason the dungeons are there?
I honestly kind of think Ravio, like, orchestrated everything in that
Is
game.
this,
I
like-
got completely off topic into, like, actual, like, Zelda canon discussion. Like,
Is-
in the lore.
Is this like Smith is really the one sort of argument?
Kind of. All right, Minus, you got your answer. It's Tingle/Linkle/Prince Charming and Link hook up and leave Zelda because #love.
The silence.
I thought I'd turn my headphones down for a second.
I muted myself so I
Eugene!
can make. I muted myself so I can make notes in Audacity. We're gonna move in to change the system. All right, thank you for joining us for that. Come and join us for another. We're about to talk about the games we've been playing. I think that we'd be remiss if we didn't start with the game that we all played together last night. Actually somewhat today. So this is Change the System. We're gonna talk about the games we've been playing. Yeah, no, definitely not. I'm going to start off. Fortnite, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I love that it's on the Switch. I hate the mechanics of the game itself. I don't like anything about the building mechanics, but it's a Battle Royale game that I can play with my best friends, and it's really cool that that's a thing. So maybe I'll get to learn and love the building mechanics, but so far, unimpressed with that. And I have to say that I just wish that I had, my regular guns and stuff like that I have in PUBG and attachments and stuff like that. I kind of miss all that stuff. But anyways, Fortnite, I know that we're all enjoying it for the most part. What do you guys think about this?
Yeah, definitely not as much fun to play without sound. Not knowing when somebody's shooting at you is kind of a problem. But that said, yeah, I shared this earlier. After the first couple of matches, I was pretty much done with it. I expected something completely different. I've never played a battle royale game before, so I was expecting something a little closer to like Star Wars Battlefront, like the old ones, where you get dropped into this huge battle zone and there's a whole bunch of people, and you just kind of keep playing until the timer runs out. And so when I jumped in and played for about a minute and then died and had to leave and start again and go through the whole, matchmaking and everything like that, I'm like, well, this isn't any fun. And then Lucas jumped in and I joined his party. And with the two of us playing together, I actually kind of started to like it. And then when all four of us were playing together, it was the greatest time in the world. And by the way, when the four of us are playing together, we do really well. We came in sixth place when I think it was just two of us, right, Lucas?
Yeah. Dude.
And then when it was three of us, we came in third place. And when it was all four of us, we came in second place. Yeah. So I think we finally got the hang of this game. The building mechanic, I have not used it. I think I used it once. It's not very intuitive. It kind of gets in the way of the action, but I understand the purpose for it because you see people like desperately trying to build these structures to protect themselves while everyone around them is trying to shoot down the structures to actually get to them. So I can kind of see where that's like a fun addition to the game, but I just haven't gotten into that part of it yet.
So let me tell you a story. I had zero interest whatsoever in this game aside from it was free. I watched a gameplay video on it from Treehouse, and I was like, I don't get it. This does not seem like a me game. I don't think I'm going to like it. Then, so of course I downloaded it because I knew everybody was going to be playing it, so I figured I'd try it with you guys. And I booted it up, and I could not figure out for the life of me how to accept a goddamn. I was swearing at Justin behind his back, which I did tell him tonight, so I don't feel bad about it now. And then I get into the game. I, drop down right by where Lucas and Eugene are and instantly get shot by someone. So I spent the next 10 minutes or so, being dead. But that was, I think that was the round where you guys took sixth place because I was technically not playing at that point. And this is after Eugene bludgeoned me to death.
Yes. Okay. Somebody explain that to me because I turn around at one point and I see Steve crawling away and Eugene following behind him, beating him with the... I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what exactly happened. There was a guy next to Steve as well that I was trying to actual bludgeon, and then somebody shot Steve to death. Is there friendly fire in this game?
There's not.
I don't think there is.
I mean, when you point your gun at somebody, you at somebody on your team, you get a red X. But I don't know whether that's a warning or it actually blocks your ability.
As far as I've seen, there's no friendly fire. The only exception to that might be explosions.
Right.
I say might be because neither me nor Steve have been stupid enough to walk into our own explosions.
No,
Right.
when you threw when we were playing last night, one of the times. Lucas, you threw a grenade, or maybe it was today, and I inadvertently walked into it, and I didn't take any damage. So I don't think there's friendly fire on explosions either.
So, PSA, by the way, Eugene, get your button ready. Fuck you, Sony, for not letting us play with our friends on PlayStation 4. That's messed up. Get over yourselves. That being said, I really am enjoying the game. Like, I'm happy I downloaded it. It's not a game that I'll play by myself. But if, any of the Infrendos are around or you guys, like Lucas and I had a really good time playing. At one of the points, we were hiding. Can I tell the story, Lucas?
Oh, tell the story. But before you do, I want to point out that time you're talking about, we took second place.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
And I was so mad. I was so proud of us, and at the same time, so mad we didn't win.
Oh. No, Justin, we took second in that one. Me and Steve kept playing after you guys left, and we took second again together. Like
Nice.
we
did
good.
We were running them out around the map. we'd go towards a city and we're like, nope, there's a fort, let's go this way. And we just kind of skirted around, just kind of staying within the eye of the storm, which is ironic that it's called the eye of the storm, because that's where everything's going on. But we ended up, where did we hide out the first time? Under some staircase or something like that?
There was a bridge, and there was a little building under the bridge, like a warehouse under the bridge, and it just happened to be right in the center of the storm, and like there were no players left alive. So we just ducked out there and waited for everyone to kill each other.
And it's like the Hunger Games. We're watching the counter go down, so we're seeing 25 and then 15, and suddenly there's 10. And I remember saying to Lucas, I'm like, what if it's just us versus one other person? So the storm continues to close. We find this little bunker to hide out in that's like right in the center of the storm. I look over at the counter and it's us and one other person. And the eye of the storm is just like teeny tiny, and they're right above us in some tower bridge thing that they're building out to stay in the eye of the storm. And we weren't actually able to kill them because they were too far up, and I don't think we had any long-range weapons at that point. How did we die? Did they throw a grenade at us? I don't remember.
They had a tower, and they just started like launching bullets and grenades at us, and it took us out. Like we're a day into this, we don't have down like the building game yet. Like we're not that advanced. We're basically playing it like PUBG, and I'm fine with that, but it puts us at a disadvantage. So someday we'll have to.
And the other fun thing is, like, I'm using this headset to play the game, so I can hear everything. Lucas like, wait, what do you hear? What's going on? So like, I'm kind of the ears for the group when I'm playing with.
That's
like,
awesome.
Even when we were playing together, when we were on voice chat with Eugene, I'm like, shots fired off to the right because we're all facing the same direction. I was kind of able to keep everybody, what's going on.
Oriented.
It sucks that I can't actually play with you guys using voice chat because, as
it puts you
I
at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I suppose I could just jump in and mute myself and just listen to you guys.
Yeah,
but maybe I'll try that next time. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I do most of my gaming at night after everybody's gone to sleep, and that includes my fiance, who sleeps on the couch behind me in the living room. She can't sleep. She can't fall asleep in the bed alone. She'd just stay up and wait for me to come to bed, and I want to stay up and play games, so she'll sleep in the room with me, and so I can't be loud. So I can't voice chat. I can't, play anything physical or anything like that. So I'm at a huge disadvantage to anything that involves tactical communication because I just, I can't share that stuff. But maybe next time we play, I will join your chat and just keep my mic on.
And that'd be cool because there are those emote type of things too, like there's like where you can use that kind of stuff. So if you're listening to us, you can be, and you see something, you can like emote, and we can be like, why the fuck is Justin dancing? I don't know. Oh, there's a guy over there.
Dude, the next time we play, there's going to be voice chat through the Switch too, through the headphone jack. So that'll be a thing. So it'll make it that much easier.
That I play on the TV. I definitely like when we were playing earlier and I was in tabletop mode compared to playing it on the big screen, like there's no comparison. I would much rather play it on the big screen. I'd much rather play most things on the big screen, but
I haven't even played it on big screen yet.
Me either.
See, I was able to spot guys way off in the distance playing it. And of course this runs in 1080p, I'm pretty sure. So I could see guys way off in the distance and either try to pick them off or run in the other direction or, warn you guys. Pardon me. But yeah, I'm loving it. I didn't expect to love it. I didn't even expect to like it. But yeah, I can definitely see this something we'll pour a lot of hours into.
My only comment is more directed toward you guys than toward Fortnite, because you guys have kind of already said everything I already feel anyway. But I appreciate when I'm playing with you guys, at least so far, that you guys kind of let me run around and like dictate our course and just hang out with me. Because I'm not good at following other players around on the map, and you guys all seem to be cool with it. So thank you.
I just follow you.
I don't like leading.
Yeah, I need to be like the one running around choosing where we're going. So
yeah, I noticed that the last time when you guys all went over on the map and I was the only one on this corner and we finally met in the middle. I was like, oh, thanks, guys. I guess I'm not the fearless leader.
Not in the game.
I did actually have a thought about that though, and I guess last Fortnite point, because we do want to talk about other games we've been playing. But wouldn't it be kind of interesting, not necessarily a good idea, but an interesting one, to have your entire team divide up on like 4 corners of the map and see if just one of you can survive and
that would be
like
cool.
First place, instead of like all clumping together and getting killed. Like everybody just focuses in on survival. It's a thought.
I have actually, on a couple occasions, considered riding the blimp out to the complete opposite side of the map, but everybody else always jumps off. So I'm like, well, guess I'm going with you guys.
Lucas and I found out a really cool place you can go in the game last night. There's a little island that you can see off to the edge.
Yeah, I noticed that today.
That's freaking awesome over there.
And how do you get off of it once the storm closes in?
You don't get onto it.
I'm pretty sure that island is the starting island where everybody's hacking each other. I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
It's an invisible wall. We found that out. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, well, like Lucas said, enough PUBG. I'm sure we're gonna PUBG. Geez, I wish it was PUBG. Enough Fortnite. I'm sure we're gonna have more to talk on that in the weeks to come. But yeah, does anybody have any other games that they've been playing that they want to speak on?
Maybe.
I can go really fast.
All right.
Is it Sonic related?
That's what we hear.
Yeah, no, it's not Sonic. I've still been playing a metric crap ton, and I'm not going to say what I was going to say because Eugene just walked away. But I've
you do realize he doesn't edit this live, right?
Yes. I've been playing a crap ton of Hyrule Warriors Legends. Or not Legends Definitive Edition, whatever Hyrule Warriors game is on the Switch right now. I've been playing. I think I'm at 115 hours. I'm just 5 hours behind Lucas at this point.
You're a monster.
Dude, I had a mission for a level 3 weapon. Lucas, do we remember whose level 3 weapon I was trying to get?
I can't say that I do, but I've had like 80 of them.
It was hang on. It was Impa's level 3 giant blade, whatever that one is. That mission is tough, dude. It's one of the ones where you've got the keeps, and there's like 6 of them that you have to catch or capture, and once you capture the keep, there is a turncoat leader inside them that you have to take out. So there's like 6 of them, and in addition to that, every so often you've got turncoat soldiers that come out of the keeps.
I know which mission you're talking about.
Yeah, it's for it's the one that you get the big round sword from, not the knife, which is the level 2, but the sword, which is the level 3. And holy crap, that mission was hard. I was at like level 56 for my Impa. I had all of her attacks for that, sword weapon that I was trying to get. I used a potion that upped my the weak point gauge. I think I used that potion because it was the best potion I had access to at the moment. And I think I beat that mission with about 10 seconds to spare. To get an A rank and to get that weapon, you have to get 1,600 kills. You have to complete the mission with an A rank in 15 minutes. And you have to take less than 150 damage. And I did it with like 149 at 14 minutes and 40 seconds with like 1603 kills. It was rough, but
hearing you talk about Hyrule Warriors, like you're literally playing a different game than me because I don't care about any of that crap.
I was just about to say I could totally see myself not wanting to do any of that.
Yeah,
and like that's the game beyond like the 10-hour mark.
Like the story is just great. Let's introduce the mechanics. We'll show off each of the different warriors and their basic weapons. But yeah, the game is getting all the stuff out of adventure mode, all the different stuffs that the adventure mode maps bring into it.
I mean, I like it. I like adventure mode, but like I'm not into the super hard challenges in any game.
Well, and that's the thing, is there are very few missions that are that difficult. I think on this Master Quest map, there's one other one where I had to guard the keeps with my life with Zelda, and it was just to progress to the next square. I didn't even need to get an A rank, and that one took me a little bit of time. But you'll do a tough as balls mission like that and be stuck for an hour and a half, and then you'll do 5 or 6 missions in the time it took you to do that one that are just right behind that mission. So, and if you're, if you've got the money, you can level up your characters. They really did make this an easier game. It went from being like next to impossible to beat to manageable, but you do kind of have to think about what you're doing. I found in some of the adventure missions, it's not even so much about killing the generals or killing all the enemies or whatever, but it's about taking the keeps in a certain order to, keep the enemy forces at bay. Like, there's just an insane amount of strategy in this game if you want to get that deep into it. And if you don't, there's plenty for you to do at the base level too.
I'm gonna talk on Hyrule Warriors a little bit here because I also haven't played that.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I do like that game. Like, I know that I'm typically the person who on the show anyways who doesn't like it as much.
On quite a bit playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always see you pop in for like 1 minute, and then when I go to my friends list, you're like gone.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm like that. Like, I like it, but it's more of a casual, like, jump in, play for about 15 minutes, and then jump out sort of thing for me.
Yeah, what I love about it is that it's on the Switch because I can suspend it, like, and I can be in the middle of a mission, and I can play it for a minute or 2 or 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes or however long it takes,
Me.
So that's what I do like about the game. I still say that and maybe it's because I'm only playing it on like easy and normal, but like maybe I need to bump it up to hard or something. It's just like so shallow, man. Like playing as Link, I find myself using the same 2 moves, and it's usually just the same one button even when you're Link because he's got that one powerful move that's his special button. If I play the game on TV,
What are you doing to Link's special button?
If I'm playing the game on TV, I feel like I'm missing out because I can't read the text that's on the bottom. If I play the game on handheld, I feel like I'm missing out because I'm not playing the game in TV and it doesn't look as gorgeous. So like I don't know, man. It's got its shortcomings for me. Go ahead, Lucas.
So me and Steve have kind of made this point to you before, and whether it sticks or not is, relative to, I guess, what you're expecting out of the game. But the way we've described it is it's very Monster Hunter-esque in that the gameplay itself is rather basic, but the progression that you do throughout the game is what makes up the gameplay. Like, and to that vein, it's kind of like playing a game like Pokemon. The actual gameplay is choosing a move and hitting the A button. But that progression that you get throughout the game, that's the addictive draw, at least for someone like me or Steve. That's what I think they're banking on for that like 30% of the gaming population that gets like addicted to the Dynasty Warriors games. It's never the gameplay. Like, the gameplay is fun, but the gameplay is shallow.
But like I don't care. I don't care about getting all those collectibles because like it's gonna make the goblins go disappear like one A button push faster. Like I don't care about that,
That's the thing. So it's just not the game for you.
Yeah,
like that's
just not
short of it. Like the story mode exists, and that's there to be kind of an entry into the game for everyone.
The story is not awesome. The story is nonsense.
It's just not your game.
Yeah, it's just not, and I'm okay with that. I'm good. I'm perfectly fine that this is like a 10 out of 10 game for you, and it's like maybe a 6, 7, 10 out of 10 for me.
I'll fight you tooth and nail on the story thing because, like, while I agree that the story is ridiculous, it's like 20 times more story than we got in Breath of the Wild. So
I disagree.
It is what it is. But
it relishes in its nonsense. It is very like Bayonetta-esque in that it knows it's completely ridiculous and nonsensical, and it loves every minute of it.
Well, that's because it's a crossover game,
right? And
but at least it tries to have a story,
right?
As opposed to a game like Breath of the Wild that just kind of throws a story in for the sake of being a
like
game.
Every other game.
See, you say that, but you're totally wrong, and you know that pushes my buttons, so why do you keep fighting that point? Anyway, who wants to talk about other games they've been playing?
Because that's what the makers of Zelda games say.
I mean, we could argue about Disney movies being complete garbage if you want to go down that path. Like, it's an option.
Well, all right, where's your evidence?
Every Disney movie.
where is your quote from the directors or producers that say, "Yeah, we totally meant for this game to be total garbage," as opposed to
Eugene?
Miyamoto and Aonuma saying, "Yeah, we didn't really concern ourselves with the story, just gameplay."
Eugene. Let's
Yeah.
get this on track.
Yeah, let's get out of Hyrule Warriors into other games that we're playing. What else has everybody been playing?
Well, I think I'm the only one left, aren't I?
Yep.
Hit it.
Okay. All right. So I have been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild, ironically. I didn't expect Master Mode to hook me this much. And in a sense, I've kind of broken it because, I knew all the exploits. I knew where to get all the hardy durians so that I could make the food that gave me, full hearts, even though I only have 12 shrines or whatever. And I knew, I know where everything is. So it's basically just say, okay, I need to get over here. I don't have to explore all this stuff. But at the same time, like, because combat is so much more complicated, I find myself either taking different paths to avoid combat, or having to sneak up on enemies more. Like, I used to just charge in Leroy Jenkins style and just pummel every bad guy until they were
On
gone.
like every Lionel, yeah, you can't do that in
Right,
Master
but
Mode.
Yeah, you can't do that in Master Mode. So, like, I was going after a star fragment just now, and I came across a couple of bokoblins that were attacking, the two girls looking for the hardy truffles, and one of them was a silver bokoblin, and I went through all of my fairies trying to take those bokoblins out, and then the girls disappeared, and I didn't even get a prize for it. But yeah, it's like it's been so long since Breath of the Wild has been this difficult for me that it's kind of changed the way I play the game. But besides that, it's still Breath of the Wild. So, like, I feel like I'm still playing the exact same game that I was playing, over a year ago. So it's a weird juxtaposition. Besides that, yeah, we played a lot of Fortnite last night. And I played a little Bridge Constructor Portal. I don't even know if I opened Hyrule Warriors in the past week. Like, really, it's been almost exclusively Breath of the Wild, which is funny because, I'm done, like, doing my full recordings. I'll post a video here and there from the capture mode, but
It's because you have it on the Switch now.
yeah, I mean, that's really what it is. Like, to be able to just jump into Breath of the Wild without having to wait for the game to spend 5 minutes loading, and to just pick it up and be exactly where I left off and everything. Just and one nice thing is, as soon as I could, I went out and I got the best horse I could find, and both the ancient bridle and the ancient saddle. So now the horse actually serves a purpose, because I think most of us, we barely used our horses because you spend so much time exploring on foot and coming to a place where the horse can't go and climbing mountains and everything like that, that by the time you get to a point where you could use the horse is too far away to come to you. Now with the ancient saddle and bridle, I can climb over a mountain, get on the other side, and be like, well, crap, I'm stuck here. Whistle, and here it comes.
Yeah, I that's kind of the first steps that I took in Master Mode too. Like, I was like, okay, I know what I need. I'm probably gonna need lots of stamina first thing, because that's kind of how I played the game, and I'm gonna need a good horse. So those were kind of the first things that I strove for.
Yeah, I went out and got a horse with 4, 3, and 4 for stats. So, and then like I said, I got the bridle, which I think gives you the 2 extra Haas.
Right.
And the saddle, which allows it to warp directly to you. And yeah, the horse is so much more. And since I don't have the master cycle, it's not even a superfluous feature anymore. I can
Right.
actually use it. But I did kind of break the game a little bit because I've been using Amiibo, and I got the Fierce Deity outfit, which doubles my attack power, which makes some of the grunt enemies as easy as they ever were. So that kind of disappointed myself.
Balance it a little bit.
It helps balance it, but at the same time, it takes away some of the challenge that I was looking for. But at the same time, it's one of those, I already know it's there. I already know how to do it. I'm gonna do it whether I want to do it or not because I have to. And I see an enemy, so I have to put the Fierce Deity outfit on because I have to. But yeah, I hate to sit here and spend all my time talking about Breath of the Wild because it's, a year-plus old game. But that's pretty much all I've been playing.
Hell, Lucas was talking about Skyward Sword the other week, so that's like a 3-year-old game. So hell, to each their own.
I'm still talking about Hyrule Warriors, and that's the same game we've had.
Well, I'm sure you guys have stopped playing those games at some point in the past year and then picked it back up. I have not stopped playing Breath of the Wild for more than like maybe a couple of months.
Sure.
And even then, I would jump in every once in a while and do Korok hunting. But yeah, I didn't expect this game to dig its claws into me again quite so well. But having it on the Switch and playing in Master Mode and everything has really done it for me. I am very disappointed we didn't hear about a Skyward Sword HD.
That would have been cool.
But maybe that's still on the horizon. Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't get my trilogy remaster that I knew I wasn't getting.
Yeah, and we didn't get a 2D Zelda, which I think is even more disappointing for me because I was really hoping that they'd be like, "Hey, here's the last hurrah for 3DS, a brand new, built from the ground up 2D Zelda." But the only other thing I played is the kids wanted to play a game with me, so we played some Wii Sports. So we kind of jumped around in there. I was going to buy Mario Party 2 on the Virtual Console to play with the family, but haven't gotten around to that. So, I guess I'm just kind of vamping here because I only have one game that I played, and so I'll talk about all the games that I didn't play.
Fair enough. Well, I don't really have any other games I've been playing. Justin sounds like he's got at least one more.
This isn't really a game, but I just wanted to give a shout out here to one J to the Z to the BEAST who got a little something for ME. This is the t-shirt that I saw at the Nintendo New York store that I desperately wanted and couldn't get because they didn't have in my fat ass size. And Jay-Z managed to find one for me and shipped it off to me. So big thank you to him for that. This is now probably my new favorite shirt. And by the way, this says Nintendo in kanji, and it is in the exact same typeface, whatever you want to call it, that the original like 1889 logo was in, and I actually have that logo tattooed on my leg.
That's awesome.
So I was really excited to get this. So
nice.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. The you said that that's the Nintendo. That's what it says in kanji there.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And if you look up, if you go to beforemario.com, I think is the name of the blog, and look up the first ever official Nintendo logo, it is actually in these exact same stroke shapes and all that. So it matches my tattoo, and it's very esoteric and nerdy. So that's the kind of stuff I like. So thank you, Jay-Z, for nabbing that for me. Really appreciate it. We got a good, devoted fan base here.
Very nice. Well, we do have a very devoted fan base, and we have found ourselves to the end of the show. Justin, since you're already kind of vamping there, why don't you tell the people where we can find you online?
Sure, you can find me on Twitter at InfendoJustin. And you can find me on the Switch with my friend code, which is in my profile. I'll probably be playing a lot of Fortnite in the coming years. I don't know, however long this game is popular and everybody else is playing it. So, send me a friend request. Maybe you can join one of our Infendo gaming nights. I got other stuff I could plug, but they're not ready yet, so I'll save that for next week.
Yeah, I was waiting for the Disney dorks and the Utila Mickeys.
I mean, all right. Well, as long as you brought it up, if you're into Disney and especially like Disney World, Disney parks, I do have another blog at utilidork.com, and all the social media links are on the sidebar of utilidork.com. That's UTILIDORK. I do have a blog going up there, hopefully in the next week. So
very nice. Lucas, where can we find you this week online besides building your fort?
Well, you can find me building my fort. You can also find me on Twitter at ChromaticHue, which just so happens to be my Fortnite username because all the Sigmas were taken. And if you want to donate to the cause, you can go to hueadventure.com. I'm making a video game. Come be a part of it. That's my Patreon.
Yeah, I had to put an underscore in Master Claw because that was already taken.
You should have been Master Paw. Steve, where can we find you this week?
You can find me at Gentis1 on Twitter, and then you can find me kind of running the Nintendo Fever Twitter mostly, at Nintendo Fever. And we are recording our next episode next week at 5:30 Mountain Time, just right before Infendo Radio again. So I will be on that show as well next week. Then I'm going to take a break from Nintendo Fever podcast for a while.
Then you're gonna go on the Sony addiction podcast or something like that.
Yeah, the Sony anti-podcast.
All right. Well, you can find me online at Infendo Eugene. Be sure to also follow at Infendo. If you're listening to us for the first time, welcome. This is Infendo Radio. We'd appreciate it if you went to infendo.com and did all the things. You can join our Discord, you can buy a t-shirt, you can do all that fun stuff. Comment on a post. There's a lot of fun stuff going on up there this week, so go check it out. With that, guys, we have found ourselves to the conclusion of another show. It's the end of E3. Sad days, but good days. As Justin said earlier, it sounds like Reggie's got some stuff for us in the next coming weeks. So hopefully we got some good stuff coming post E3 too. So
yeah,
with that,
they'll drop it tomorrow.
Yeah, right. On Saturday they'll announce Animal Crossing or something. So with that, guys, we're gonna get out of here, but we'd appreciate it if you came back and listened to us next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Waiting for somebody else to say it.
Bye. See you later.
Hasta luego.
Oh, my Heather brought me tacos. And that hit the spot.
So I'm assuming by all the jokes in the chat that the cat is okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was concerned for a moment.
Cat is missing but under a bed, so we assume she's doing all right.
Ah, okay. That's scary when you can't find the cat.
Oh my god, I had a cat that would do that regularly. Every time I used to move regularly, and every time I moved, she would find a new hiding spot.
Everybody say goodbye to the live stream. We're about to get out of here.
I thought we already had. Bye.
Bye to the live stream. We're about to get out of here.
Asta. Catch y'all in Fortnite. Stop building shit.